Hey guys, welcome to Bastion Time. I am your host, Bastion. This is Nintendo News. Let's get to that news, shall we? First of all, in case you were wondering, and this should be kind of a no-duh sort of thing, but in case you were wondering if the Breath of the Wild looks better docked than it does in handheld mode, the answer is yes, of course it does. Not by much, it's not dramatically different, but I'm much more going to be interested in playing it docked, that's for sure. If you want to watch a video that shows side-by-side comparison of Breath of the Wild in docked mode and Breath of the Wild in handheld mode, somebody, I think it was GameXplain, put together a pretty awesome video showing just exactly that, so you can really take a look at them side by side and see, wow, it really does look a whole lot better docked. But anyways, if you want to check that out, there is a link down there for you. Last week we talked about how, of course, the new Breath of the Wild Amiibo, when used in Breath of the Wild, will unlock some items and possibly some secret weapons and armor and whatnot. Well, Nintendo still won't let any of the people who have the early review copies tell you exactly what those special weapons and such are, but you can sort of see which Breath of the Wild Amiibo provide those basic items, so that's pretty cool. If you want to take a look at that, there is a link down there for you. Our next story is bizarre. It is that Target has this ad out about swimsuits, because I guess spring is coming. But then if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's a tiny little bit about the Nintendo Switch and Breath of the Wild, so I'm not really sure how these two things connect exactly, but I guess it will work for some of their target demographic. If you want to take a look at that, there's a link down there for you. As I'm recording this, already some Breath of the Wild Wii U discs have been sent to people. According to Amazon, some people are receiving notices that their item has already shipped. So holy moly, people are getting them way earlier than expected. Last time I checked my order, I didn't order from Amazon, I ordered from Best Buy. It was saying that I was going to get it a day early, the Breath of the Wild. I ordered my Switch, my pre-order for my Switch elsewhere from GameStop in a store, so I won't be able to get that anytime, any more recently than its actual release, but I'll have the copy of Breath of the Wild maybe a day early, which would be pretty cool. If you have had your Breath of the Wild disc arrive already, let me know in the comments down below. I'm curious how early people are getting these things. And our final story for the day is just, well, it's cringy, and it's hilarious, and it's frustrating. It fills me with all kinds of emotions. It is that CNET put together, first of all, an article and then a video explaining why they have massive issues with the Nintendo Switch, specifically its kickstand. And so what it ended up turning into is they did this reenactment video that looks like those idiotic infomercials where it's like, oh no, we've invented this new product because Susan can't figure out how to open a jar, or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like those silly infomercials where people are fumbling and they can't open a bag of potato chips or whatever, so that's why we've had to invent this fancy thing that cuts open a bag of chips, or I'm making that one up, but surely you know what I mean. Anyways, same kind of deal, except in this instance, the Nintendo Switch kickstand, and so they show this person fumbling around, constantly knocking over the Switch, and it's like, I don't think it's that difficult to keep it upright. I don't think it's that big of a deal. In the article, they actually go through like, well, okay, so the thing is, not all of those things happened all at once, but they could happen, and they make a point of talking about how, like, make sure that you, under all circumstances, make sure you place that kickstand on a level surface. Well, no, duh, what were you doing? You were putting it on some kind of slope or something? Of course it's going to fall over. Like, I think journalists are just looking for some reason. It's like, oh, there's too much love for Nintendo out right now. We can't abide that. We've got to invent something to make people hate the Switch, so let's, the kickstand. Yeah, let's do the kickstand. What can we say about the kickstand? Well, if you put it on an incline or decline, it might fall over. Well, no, duh. You're supposed to put it on a level surface. not rocket science. But anyways, very amusing. If you want to take a look at this article or video and laugh at it with me, there is a link down there for you. That's it for this episode of Nintendo News. I cannot believe how close we are to the release of the Switch and Breath of the Wild. I'm so excited. I'm sure you are too. Stay tuned. I'll try to bring you out any news that's breaking or interesting as soon as humanly possible. As you might notice, I've been doing a bit better at that lately, so I'll give myself some thumbs up for that. But anyways, see you guys tomorrow for more news. Bye.